Hi, I'm Steve Redfern with Secure Our Freedom, Massachusetts, here today with Dan Bidondi from InfoWars. We're here to discuss a rumor going around the internet that he was threatened by some Secret Service agents for asking some sensitive questions after the Boston Marathon bombings. Rumor has it that you were threatened.
Well, mainly it was more intimidation. Again, I got swarmed by feds and Obama's Secret Service guy, who I know at the time, and Alex Jones mentioned to me later, yeah, that's Obama's Secret Service guy, which we had a lot of pictures to verify that. And basically, right, he just said, oh, you could be arrested. And that's when I said, you think I'm afraid of you guys? And they said, well, we're not afraid of you. So I said, well, you better be afraid because you know what? Truth and liberty's coming your way, and when it does, you criminals go to jail for murder. And when the press came over to interview me, they ended up dispatching like a bunch of cockroaches that they are. It was like you turn the light on, the cockroaches scattered, and exactly what they did. And they don't like real questions. They don't like when somebody says, "Hey, I know what you're doing." Even though we're already asking the questions that the media reported, and we're called the conspiracy theorists.
What question did you ask that sparked all this chaos?
Well, Monday, I went to 2 press conferences. I basically asked about the drills that was reported on record by Boston Globe, and also, the announcements made about on the loudspeakers, which a coach verified this. There was a lot of announcements made that there's, stay calm. This is before the explosion. Stay calm. This is just a drill. Then boom, boom. And so I asked the questions that Local 15 reported and the Boston Globe reported. That Boston Globe said, "Oh, we never did that," but it was retweeted 2,000 times, and I even confronted the Boston Globe on that, and they stated, "Oh, well, we didn't do it." So I sent them the screenshot. Then they never got back to me, of course. But I asked them those 2 questions. Regardless if they were true or not, that's the questions we wanted to ask. And of course, I was shut down. Then, the second press conference, I asked, hey, is this another false flag? Because I brought up the guys in the khaki pants. And, the military PSYOPs guys. Who were these guys? Are they contractors? Who are they? That's all we wanted to know. That was spotted on roofs, giving police officers orders all through the marathon. The same backpacks, too, which were the bombs were in. But anyway, we asked, is this another false flag, to take our civil liberties? And all of a sudden, no, next question, and the coordinator jumps on stage, press conference is over. And that was the first question we got out, and they canceled the press conference.
Was there any response from Deval Patrick? Any answers, or?
Oh, yeah, a big response. He just, gives me the people's eyebrow, like Jakari, one of our news anchors, said, and just didn't like the questions because how dare you ask real questions? You're supposed to, just listen to us, go along with the mainstream media, the great Osby, the old man behind the curtain, and ask soft, fabricated questions. But God forbid you ask real questions and you're a conspiracy theorist.
So you asked about these men in the khaki pants, and if it was a false flag, and someone threatened or stated that you could be arrested for.
Well, that was Thursday. Wednesday came along because right out at that press conference Monday, I stated, just like Alex Jones did, they're going after the liberty groups. That's why they had the first, we got a suspect. Notice they said suspect, not suspects. We have a suspect, the guy with the beard and the red and blue shirt, because they were going after the Tea Parties, the Patriot groups, the Oath Keepers, and so on. So we foiled that plot. So Tuesday, Alex comes out with a big breaking show, and that's why the FBI called a big press conference Wednesday, and they had to cancel it because we unfolded their plot. And we said, Alex said they're going to stage 2, their plan B, which is either going to be Al-Qaeda or some foreign group or something. And sure enough, these 2 kids surfaced up, the 2 patsies that they caught. And they don't mention how this Saudi Arabian guy was deported, and Michelle Obama visited him in the hospital before he was deported. But he was Plan C, the third plan. The generic thing, Al-Qaeda did it. But they went with Plan B because now we blew it wide open. So now they can't blame the Patriots groups no more. So they went after these Czechoslovakian guys, where they're from. And basically, we foiled the plot. So they canceled the press conference Wednesday. So Thursday comes, and I have pictures. I'm sitting there. I got my camera guy in the back, and some federal agent, was arguing with one of the reporters behind me. He had to sit there. I knew he was a Fed because he kept peeking over my shoulders, looking what I was doing on my phone, everything. So one of my guys gets there a little late before the press conference starts. He hands me a set of photographs, 8x10 glossy photos. And he jumps up real quick. He says, hey, they got photographs. So the coordinator comes out, excuse me, everybody, we're going to delay the press meeting about 5 minutes. And sure enough, I knew what that was about. Sure enough, the very first thing the FBI stated, do not, I repeat, do not look at anybody else's photos because it's disinformation. And they show, they think people are stupid. They show 2 photographs when they unveiled the cards there, the big display cards, fuzzy pictures of the so-called suspects. Now, this is the United States government we're talking about. They could pinpoint an ant from space with, clear digital picture. And they said, do not, again, go on these pictures. And when I get up to say, why are you covering up the drills? Why are you covering up the fact that there were drills done because it was verified, the commissioner verified it Monday night. There was drills done. There was announcements made. Why are you covering that up? They wouldn't answer. Next question. I said, what about the pictures? When I put up the pictures up, the Fed behind me jumps up and tries to block out his clipboard. Then the coordinator jumps on. Press conference is over. They canceled the press conference, and right away I got swarmed with feds. And then right in my face and all that, trying to pull their Gestapo intimidation factor, which I am not afraid of. And I put them right in their place. And then when the media came over, again, they scattered like roaches because they didn't want to show the world, hey, we're just a bunch of Gestapos and we think we could do everything we want. But you know what? And I told the press right on the InfoWars.com, and of course, the FBI says do not go there. And of course, the average person is like, why doesn't the FBI want us to see those photos? And InfoWars, we got 100,000 hits a minute. Tens of millions of people logged on in days just to see these photographs that the FBI said do not go. It's disinformation. Made it look obvious that they're hiding something.
Aside from them swarming you and threatening to arrest you, were there any other instances that happened throughout the course of several days that...
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like Thursday when I got there, I was already being nice. Some of the cops came over and said, hey, you're going to be a good guy today, aren't you? Joking around. Because I, already established myself as a person that asks real questions. But I got established with the cops there, and basically they were nice to me, the Boston police. And, when I left there, after, the press conference Thursday, CNN and a couple other shows are doing live shows down on the corner. I forgot the name of the road, but right around the corner from the hotel, the Sheraton Hotel, they were doing live news footage on the corners. So I'm out there with the bullhorn, blasting them, and I'm behind, where the cameras are. I'm basically in the curtain with the old man, so to speak. You can see all the cameras with the little hidden teleprompters that the audience couldn't see. And I got my camera guy shooting this, and I'm yelling, hey, guys, look at the teleprompters. The producers are jumping up, shut up, trying to get my face, and the cops come over and told us we couldn't be there. Then they said, step on the street. As soon as you step on the street, you got to get off the street. And they did everything in their power to arrest us. They even infiltrated in the middle of us, of my 2 camera guys. That it's a police psyop tactical maneuver. You get in the middle, separate the people. This way they can't get you on video. Your video is blocked. But we managed to get back together again, and they did everything in their power to try to arrest us. But I knew we pushed our luck that far, so we just jumped in our car and got out of there.
So you asked some hard questions.
Oh yeah,
to arrest you.
Yeah, you ask real questions. You're a criminal, you're a conspiracy theorist. How dare you?
Typical. Well, from his own mouth, Dan Bidondi from InfoWars. Yep. They threatened to arrest him for asking the questions. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.